Y'all, did Jonathan Majors just confirm that Meagan Good is pregnant? Because his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari is not taking it well at all. From the way she's spiraling online, it's clear she did not see this coming. And fans are saying it looks like a full-on breakdown. Honestly, it's kind of hard to disagree. This is the same ex who took him to court, dragged him through the media, and played a major role in his reputation falling apart. But now Jonathan seems to be bouncing back, with Meagan standing right beside him as his partner, and they're allegedly expecting a baby. That alone flipped the entire narrative, and the timing couldn't be more wild. Meanwhile, his ex has suddenly reappeared on social media, posting cryptic captions and hinting at leaking new details. It's starting to look less like justice and more like jealousy, because let's be real, she probably never expected to be replaced this fast, especially by somebody like Meagan. It's likely eating her up. Now people are asking, was she really trying to hold him accountable, or just making sure he stayed cancelled? The way she's reacting to this alleged pregnancy is wild. She's been posting cryptic messages suggesting she still has more to expose, and fans are convinced she's about to spill something that could potentially bury what's left of his career. And to be clear, this doesn't look like a random outburst. It feels personal, strategic, and like she's not handling this pregnancy news well at all. Let's not forget, Grace was the one who publicly accused Jonathan, sparked the media coverage, and played a major role in his downfall. She already had the world turn on him once. But now, with Jonathan bouncing back, Meagan by his side, and a baby possibly on the way, she's watching his redemption arc in real time, and she's not here for it. She's convinced the world doesn't know who Jonathan allegedly really is. Grace is now teasing more truth, claiming she was silenced, and dropping suggestive posts that are messy, to say the least. She even took to Instagram with a not-so-subtle message aimed directly at Meagan, basically implying that Meagan has no idea who she's really with, and that Jonathan has been lying to her from day one. But that's not even the wildest part. Grace also claimed that when everything first went down, she actually protected Jonathan. According to her, she didn't tell the full story to the cops because she felt sorry for him. She admitted she held back out of fear things would get worse for him, even confessing that she lied to law enforcement to keep him out of deeper trouble. But now that sympathy is gone, she says she's ready to spill everything. The full truth, nothing but the truth, no holding back. And if she's serious, this could get much uglier than anyone expected. Her claims even line up with some of the receipts that came out when the story first broke. Remember those leaked texts from way back? In one, she literally said she was willing to lie to the cops for Jonathan. "I'll tell the doctor I hit my head. I can't sleep and I need stronger painkillers. Why would I tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you? I feel like you want to be together and not embarrass yourself in front of your friends and family." And it gets messy, because Jonathan wasn't just sitting back while she offered to lie. He allegedly encouraged it. In one leaked message, he warned her not to go to the hospital, saying, "You have no idea what could happen if you go. They'll ask questions, and even if you lie, if they suspect something, it could lead to an investigation." It didn't stop there. More leaked texts show her doubling down, admitting she would lie again just to make sure the charges disappeared. "They assured me you won't be charged. They said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and knew we fought. I'm so angry they did. And I'm sorry you're in this position. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. I just got out of the hospital." So now you've got a woman in pain, white no less, allegedly rewriting the story to protect him, only for Jonathan to turn around, move on, and start a new family. You can see why she's ready to light a match and let it all burn. So what exactly pushed her over the edge? Why is she suddenly ready to blow it all up after staying relatively quiet for so long? Well, it might have something to do with Jonathan going public about their alleged pregnancy. From the looks of it, Meagan is expecting their first child, which would make baby number 2 for Jonathan. While fans congratulated the couple and celebrated a fresh start, Grace was not having it. For her, that baby news looked like the final straw. This whole thing exploded just days ago after Jonathan posted a video of him and Meagan mid-workout, doing their usual fit couple routine. If you've been following them, you already know they love a good gym flex. But this one hit different. Sharp-eyed fans immediately noticed what looked like a baby bump front and center. That's when the internet went into meltdown mode. It wasn't just the baby reveal that shook people. It was the timing. Grace, Jonathan's ex, popped up right after with a cryptic post and thread. Yeah, it felt calculated. And in the video, while Jonathan was hyping their workout, he casually slipped in a comment about her being pregnant like it was nothing. Of course, the internet clocked it instantly. This didn't look like a regular workout video. It looked like a soft launch of a whole pregnancy. And considering the drama that followed, the timing couldn't have been messier.
Her belly does look fit. Who knows if she's pregnant? I can't call it. Love you. All right, y'all, that's it. Goodbye. Peace.
Yeah, it wasn't just Meagan who was caught off guard. The public was too. But it's starting to look like this pregnancy was anything but accidental. Meagan has actually been dropping hints for a while now. And if you've been paying attention, it started right after she finalized her divorce from Devin Franklin. Back when she was with Devin, Meagan made it very clear that having kids wasn't on her radar. She said it more than once, and it honestly seemed like a deal breaker in their relationship. But post-divorce, it's been a whole different story. Suddenly, she was out here talking about wanting to start a family and not wanting to wait around. The way things are unfolding now feels intentional. In fact, not long after the divorce, Meagan did an interview, one we're about to show you, where she openly admitted that motherhood was something she was seriously considering. And she didn't sound unsure or hesitant. She looked confident, excited, and honestly a little relieved, like she was finally stepping into a chapter she had been putting off for way too long. That's what makes this pregnancy with Jonathan Majors even more telling. It's not just something she once talked about, she's actually doing it now. No pressure, no timeline, just motherhood on her own terms.
Steph, I got a few bruises, but you know what? It's me in the film.
Did you really?
You know what I'm saying? Hitting that blink-a-ding-ding-ding.
I was like, my final question for you, what do you want next? What is next for Meagan Good in life?
I want to travel. I want to direct more. I want to do more action. I want to create vehicles for little Black girls to show themselves in completely different lights and help support that and uplift that. I don't know. I want to find my right house that I'm excited about, and maybe have a kid. You know? Yeah.
Have a child. Have you thought about a name maybe, even though?
I have. I'll tell you in your ear.
Oh, beautiful name. Beautiful name. Congratulations to you. I'm happy for you and I'm rooting for you, Meagan.
She doubled down on those baby plans in another interview with Scott Evans just a few weeks ago. And this time Meagan didn't hold back at all. It was like she had never said she didn't want kids. She made it crystal clear that she was fully ready to step into motherhood. Not maybe one day, but right now. What really caught fans' attention was how casually she hinted that she and Jonathan were already at the stage of actively trying. It wasn't coded, it wasn't vague, it was straight-up confirmation that they were moving full speed ahead. This wasn't some spontaneous moment. Meagan knew exactly what she wanted, and it looks like she made it happen.
I know I want to be a mom.
You do?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, is that something you've always known, or did you come to that?
I've come to that.
Was there something that happened? Was there did you see a baby, you were holding a baby, and you were like, uh-oh, the feeling that people talk about is happening?
I think it's more, because even my sister tell you, when she got pregnant with my first nephew, she was like, I had to tell you something. I was like, okay, what? She's like, you can be her. We actually had this moment somewhere else, but just tell me you're pregnant. I'm gonna tell you my response.
Okay, so Meg, I gotta tell you something.
What?
So, we're pregnant. You're gonna be an auntie. I'm gonna have a baby.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, you're pregnant.
Yes, I'm pregnant.
Why? Right now? Wow, Caesar, wait. Wow.
Did you say why, or did you?
Be able to do anything. That was my response.
You did not say why.
I said right now.
Right. But we
Meanwhile,
had so
she
many
was
plans.
33. But I will say, I think even that put me back a little bit, because I was like, ooh, that's a lot, you know?
Yeah.
But I think even now, I'm just super ready, because I think there was a fear that life would turn into Groundhog's Day. And I think now, honestly, in huge part to Jonathan, because I knew I wanted to be a mom before Jonathan. I knew I was about ready before Jonathan.
Yep.
But I'm like ready right now because I have so much fun with him and because I know that it's not going to become Groundhog's Day. I know that me and him are going to be backpacking over here and we're going to be over here producing this movie that I might be directing and he might be producing or he might be starring. And our kids are going to be with us in Africa, wherever it is. But I just know that even if we're not moving around a lot, that the way that we move, I really, really love. And the way that we do life, I really, really.
Fast forward to now, and it's looking like we're about to have a little mini Meg or a baby Jonathan Majors running around. And the pregnancy glow is definitely glowing. The belly is bellying and fans have noticed. But while supporters are split, because Jonathan's messy past and recent drama are still fresh, there's one person who's definitely not celebrating, Grace Jabari. And let's just say the timing of her reaction is no coincidence. A lot of people think she's being bitter, but then again, Jonathan himself admitted to putting his hands on her. In leaked audio from just a few months ago, Jonathan boldly admitted to physically hurting her.
I'm ashamed. I've never gone out. I've never wrestled with a woman before. And it's just, I've never wrestled with a woman. I dress. Like,
You can't get me. That's
all the things are under aggressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that's never happened to me. So I'm
because I said something sarcastically. If in your eyes.
clearly more than that.
Yeah.
Clearly that.
And the inside of you.
Yeah, it's you.
Grace is now claiming that Jonathan allegedly put his hands on her more than once. Back then, she stayed quiet because, according to her, he had her so gaslit and manipulated that she genuinely believed everything was her fault. And as messy as that sounds, she's not the only one who's hinted at this kind of behavior. Over the past year, more and more people who've crossed paths with Jonathan have been quietly coming forward, saying that the good guy image he loves to push is, allegedly, completely fake. One of the first people to throw shade was filmmaker A.B. Allen. Before Jonathan's drama even hit the blogs, Allen tweeted, "There's a particular actor, relatively new on the scene, who Twitter has violently fallen head over heels for. Who in actuality, is a vicious, cruel, abusive human being, both professionally and in his personal life. Every thirst tweet about him drives me insane." At the time, no one knew who Allen was talking about. But when the allegations against Jonathan surfaced, that old tweet aged like sour milk. And suddenly, it all made sense. That tweet was posted about a month before the DV allegations against Jonathan even hit the headlines. Allen didn't drop any names or go into detail back then, but when the news broke, someone circled back and quoted the tweet with, "Now we know who this was about." Allen didn't deny it. He simply replied with a chilling, "Ding ding ding." Another high-profile call-out came from Tim Nicolai, who worked with Jonathan on Broadway. Tim didn't mince words when he tweeted, "I'm just going to say this about Jonathan Majors and be done with it. Folks at Yale and the broader NYC community have known about him for years. He's a sociopath and abuser, and that is how virtually everyone speaks about him. It's a shame it took this long for him to be reported." Statements like that, from people who've shared stages with him, add serious weight to Grace's claims, and they keep the pressure on. Grace is also claiming she has even more receipts, including allegedly time-stamped pictures of her injuries. If that's true, Jonathan and Meagan better be prepared, because Grace looks ready to blow everything wide open. The mask is off, the baby bump is out, and Grace isn't holding back anymore. Jonathan may have thought he could move on, start fresh with Meagan, and leave the past buried, but clearly Grace has other plans. That soft launch of Meagan's pregnancy didn't just spark excitement. It reignited a fire that had barely cooled. Now it's looking like everything Jonathan tried to bury is clawing its way back to the surface, like a scene straight out of Thriller. The only questions left are, will Grace actually spill what she's holding onto? Or is this just the beginning of an even bigger storm? Because if she's truly sitting on proof and decides to drop it, Jonathan's redemption arc might be over before it even begins. Buckle up, y'all. The story is nowhere near finished. If Grace really starts naming names, it's about to get explosive.